date has been updated to June 30, 2025, originally approved for July 11, 2025. Treasurer's report. A, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the general fund report for period ending June 30, 2025. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Measure passes. 9, business managers report. So just to do it in public, I will read out the list of bills for approval, July 2025 meeting. General fund in the amount of $1,814,987.41. Cafeteria fund, $51,975.13. Capital projects, $859,789, for a total amount of $2,726,751.54. Need a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion on any of those items? No? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, pay the bills. Recommended action items for tonight. A, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the letter of agreement with Devereaux Advanced Behavioral Health for Student Assistance Program Liaison Services, effective July 1, 2025 through June 30, 2026. Need a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. B, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve a sabbatical leave for Mr. David Hefner for the 2025-2026 school year. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. C, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the quote with STS Innovative Interiors for furniture for the additional autism support room at the Octorara Primary Learning Center at a cost of $17,592.70. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Motion passes. D, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the quote with Fry Lutz for the purchase and installation of a Fujitsu ductless split heat pump system for the Octorara Middle School at a cost of $8,425. Need a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. E, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the proposal with 3B Services Incorporated for the purchase and installation of a variable frequency drive at the Octorara High School at a total cost of $8,167.58. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I
Yeah.
did talk to Jim, and he said he got a hold of Chuck, and it's something to do with a digital system that they can see all the room temperatures and helps them control through a online system. Something like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. F, that the Octorara Board of School Directors authorize the purchase of animal sheds not to exceed $25,000. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to add that this is, it makes sense because we have to find a home for some of our animals in light of a fire last fall, and this is projected to be a temporary solution for that until we find a full-time home pending some other field changes and things like that. So it sort of makes sense. The only thing I want to is that we check into any permitting that's required for those sheds. Depending, I think it's probably size dependent, but that way we're covered.
Good point. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. G, that the Octorara Board of School Directors accept with regret the resignation of Miss Marcia Rapone as yearbook advisor at the Octorara Middle School effective July 1, 2025. Need a motion?
So moved.
So,
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. H, that the Octorara Board of School Directors accept the recommendation for termination of employee A effective June 30, 2025. Need a motion?
so moved.
Second.
Can't really have any discussion on that, can we? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. I, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Mr. Daniel, I'm gonna need help. Sol- Soltez, Mr. Daniel Soltez, as a health and PE teacher at the Octorara Middle School effective August 12, 2025, pending completion of employee-related documents required by law and the district. Mr. Soltez's salary will be $65,237, which is step 17 to max of the master's scale. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. J, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Miss Emily Biscaglia, I hope I said that right, as fifth grade teacher at the Octorara Intermediate School effective August 12, 2025, pending completion of employee-related documents required by law in the district. Miss Biscaglia's salary will be $60,229, which is step 17 to max of the bachelor scale. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. K, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Miss Nicole Norton as an autistic support teacher at the Octorara Primary Learning Center effective August 12, 2025. Miss Norton's salary will be $60,229, which is step 17 to max of the bachelor scale. Need a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. L, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Miss Rebecca Ahern as an autistic support teacher at the Octorara Primary Learning Center effective August 12, 2025, pending completion of employee-related documents required by law in the district. Miss Ahern's salary will be $60,479, which is step 17 to max of the bachelor scale. Need a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. M, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Miss Raven McCoy as an autistic support teacher at the Octorara High School effective August 12, 2025, pending completion of employee-related documents required by law in the district. Miss McCoy's salary will be $60,229, which is step 17 to max of the bachelor scale. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. N, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Miss Shelby Donovan as an instructional assistant at the Octorara Intermediate School effective August 25, 2025, pending completion of employee-related documents required by law and the district. Ms. Donovan's rate will be $17 per hour for 5.75 hours per day. Need a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. O, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve Miss Lori Whitman as a tutor for the summer tutor program effective July 1, 2025, pending completion of employee-related documents required by law and the district. Miss Whitman's rate will be $30 per hour. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. P, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the following supplemental contracts for the 2025-2026 school year. Mallory Griffin, Octorara Middle School head cheerleading coach for the fall, 4 points at $620 each for a total of $2,480. Joshua Parker, varsity head wrestling coach, 10 points at $620 each for a total of $6,200. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Q, that the Octorara Board of School Directors approve the following change in salary due to graduate credits earned. Robert Linenball, from bachelor's, $75,739, to bachelor's plus 15, $77,970, step 4 to max. Renee Schenk, from master's plus 30, $74,051, to master's plus 45, $80,550, step 10 to max. Maria Scarfo, from master's plus 30, $82,242, to master's plus 45, $91,914, step 3 to max. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We'll move on to the Facility Committee report. Mr. Conacher.
Stepping in for Dan Jurek. The Facility Committee meeting met tonight, before the meeting, 6 o'clock. Updates on the realignment. Realignment went well, and we're thankful for the staff for making it so easy. On the move, they were packed up and seemed to go pretty smooth. We've also got McClure Solar update. We're still moving forward in a stationary kind of a way. That's what I read. For consideration, we're also considering a centralized copy center. So it's being discussed to reduce some copying costs. We have also gotten some sewage plant proposals. 3 options were presented to us, but we are going to be going back to the drawing board to consider simpler, more effective designs. And then on the agenda, for board agenda, PLC autism room furniture purchase was $17,592, which we just approved. The Octorara Middle School heat pump system, putting in the mini split system for $8,425. It's the speech therapy room, I believe. The Octorara High School variable frequency drive ended up to be $8,167.58. And then the animal shed not to exceed $25,000. We're discussing next to the shed, putting it next to the shed on the other side of the property over by the OIS. But that's still in the works. It's to replace the building that caught fire last year. We also had diesel fuel tank pump update, to redo the fuel tank pump on the fuel tank where the buses fill up. We got a quote from Ferguson McCann for $69,356. And we were also told we need some protection around our leak alarm system, which Jim's going to address. It's not very expensive updates, basically protecting around some exposed systems. We also had 2 above-ground tanks which were out of compliance. Again, small repairs are needed there, and Jim told us that he would be making them. And then also, number 6, we had flashing from the district office to the middle school, repairs needed. We're gonna repair and repoint brick, and then replace replace brick and flashing around the district office for a total of about $100,000. The mortar was deteriorating and causing some puddles in the waiting room, so need to get that done ASAP. So that's it from facilities.
Thank you. Moving on to the Finance Committee report. We had a very brief Finance Committee meeting this evening. We don't quite have the results, or financial results for June 2025 yet, so we're going to do a review of both June and July in the August meeting. And one item that Mr. Norris brought up, just kind of get it out there to the public, when you receive a very generic-looking letter from, is it Keystone Properties or Keystone Services, that's actually your tax bill. It does not say Octorara on the front. It almost looks like junk mail. So just a reminder to take a look at your mail, and we noted that. We'll talk to them maybe next year, get a little more information on the front of the envelope. So that was it for Finance Committee. Turn it over to you, Mr. Norris, for the CCIU Board Rep.
The IU board met on Wednesday, June 18th. Basically, we approved the meetings for next school year. We went over the goals, whether they were reached or not, and to what level of success for the 24-25 academic year, and that was about it.
All right, thank you. Old business, I'll turn it over to Dr. Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Hurley. I have with us this evening is Dr. Proper from the high school is going to kind of give an update on the No Place for Hate status as a program, student-run program that the high school is looking to move forward with implementing next year to help with school climate. So I'll turn it over to him.
Thank you. Just wanted to give you a quick update. My assistant principal, Mr. Fryer, will be attending a virtual information session with No Place for Hate on August 4th regarding some of their new policies and guidelines that are being implemented. Topics covered will be learning about the goals of the No Place for Hate program, understanding the steps required for the completion of the program and the resources available to schools to reach designation at the end of the school year, and then engage with our team to ask any questions, to engage with their team to ask any questions that we might have regarding any of the materials, resources, things that we might encounter. We intend to turnkey this information to our staff during one of the opening days of the year. As Mr. Fryer stated before with you, we've identified a collection of staff and students who are interested in this. We're going to further discuss this with students. On August 18th, I will be holding a student leadership summit, a collection of students from all grade levels, 9 through 12, from different organizations that are going to help planning for this upcoming school year, some of the initiatives that we're going to be implementing, and No Place for Hate is one of those that will be discussed. Again, this is student-led with adult guidance, but ultimately it has to be students that are driving this initiative to make Octorara High School a safe learning environment for all students. So we're looking forward to learning more, and we anticipate sharing more as we learn with the school board. Any questions?
Thank you, Dr. Proper. The next item on our old business was the sponsorship of international academic competition trips. The board packet you found, I believe, at a previous meeting, the board requested that some procedures be put in place for what this looks like for our students to be able to participate in these engagements that, I feel are important parts of the learning experience of our young people. So what you see is something that was put together by Dr. Flojo Coletti, and we took a review of it and wanted to get your eyes on it to see what your thoughts were on it. I mean, I could go down and read it word for word, but it would,
No,
I don't
I
want to
think
insult your intelligence on this, and I
we
think
have a
pretty
process
thorough.
in place, and I think that's what we wanted to have, something that everybody was working from the same page. So I think it's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I would add is to me, I think it would be, we could raise, funds could be raised easier from a private sector if this was in the hands of a nonprofit, like our education foundation, right? And if they were managing that and corporations could give money to that, then the school board, as far as approval, like they get to dole out the money. You know what I mean? It's sort of, it sounds like a cop-out, but it takes the school board out of the business of having to decide who's worthy and who's not. And even some, like in the present thing, said up to $1,500, which I think is a good start, but some of these trips, the international trips, are pretty costly. And I know in particular with the science fight, the physics fight club, they don't find out their participation till real late in our school year, and it makes fundraising sort of difficult. So, I don't know, this is just some considerations, but like Matt said, I appreciate at least this, to me, this seems like a nice first step. It's something that we could at least point to in the interim, that this is what we're gonna do. So it doesn't limit, like, I think it was Mr. Zimmerman that said, his kid in the year, he paid for a couple other kids to go who couldn't afford to go to a draft, I think it was either drafting or engineering conference somewhere. So it's win-win, for sure.
Thank you. The next item was, this was brought back up about the education committee meeting discussion on, I think it was brought up in, I think it was a June meeting, May meeting or June meeting, about taking a look at the possibility of moving that on one of the earlier times prior to our working meeting or prior to our voting meeting, week back to back. And I know there was some questions from the board on, perhaps feeling maybe a little rushed through that meeting and being a little hesitant on making that happen, right away for fear of coming up with a crunch time frame. So it kind of resurfaced back on as old business. If there was any other new information the board wanted to share or offer. So we go back to that, keeping in mind that the other thing is the board can always call committee meetings at any time, as long as there's appropriate lead time to publicly advertise that they are occurring for issues that may become a little bit lengthier of a discussion for education committee.
I was the one that protested the most about the rush to judgment, if you will. Felt that the board wasn't involved with the decision to even contemplate it. I stand by that. I don't know what you're solving for, and I think it can be done in a manner that, like there seems some meetings, quite frankly, like some of the other ones aren't as vital. You might be able to juggle if there was a rotating schedule. It sounds funny because I'm not even on the education committee, but it seems that we are, the Board of Education, And it seems to me, it's not a stretch to have to designate a singular meeting for that, given the complexity of the issues. I know when, I still like to attend the Education Committee. Quite frankly, it's my favorite meeting to attend because of our wonderful staff that gets to discuss things informally, roll up their sleeves, and present stuff in a manner that allows for, it's not quite a formal setting as some of the other meetings, and I think it's invaluable for the free flow of information. And I think we owe it to try to figure out a way to not have that, crunched into a, time slot of half hour, 20 minutes. Now, having said that, if we have to solve for an extra night out for some of our building heads and such, maybe we can do a rotating schedule based on need to be there, need to know thing, okay? John, there's nothing just affecting Dr. Proper's thing, he doesn't have, whatever. I just don't want to sell the process short. That's all, that's my only issue with trying to pick, because I was part of the board when because we didn't used to have one, and Lisa Bowman brought it up, and it was necessary. So I don't want to see the need for that and the vitalness of its function go away and feel cramped into a specific time frame. That's my only objection to it.
I also think that I'm on the committee, and I think the discussion of curriculum and technology in the use and how it's used in the schools, I mean, there's multiple things I've learned, and parents who would like to come to meetings, I mean, they can learn as well. I don't know that you can share a curriculum idea or presentation in a half an hour and get an effective conversation about it. I think the education committees should be continued.
Okay.
I might add too, we have an opportunity, a little over half the boards here, we're going to have a new board, a large number of new board members, a new administration. Maybe it would be wise to take that up, in, completion later, where we figure out something.
Right.
Let's
Thank
see who's
you.
left standing.
Thank you. And the final item under old business is just update on the communications plan that we've been working with the CCIU. And one of the recommendations, we were looking for a mailer, them to do a mailer to go out to every residence or parcel in our community. And there's various ways that we can do it. You can do a simple postcard. Sometimes that gets lost in the mix. Something in talking with them and talking amongst some of the team here is almost like a trifold mailer that looks with information that opens up like this. It's a little bit more sophisticated, and it has more information on it and identifies some, like, always student-centered, not identified by number. There's more to Octorara. Community connected from the start. Small district, big opportunities. So this was the whole preface as part of the communication plan. And doing it just on a postcard, I think gets lost. It gets just stuck, where this is more engaging. Now, obviously, this is a little bit more expensive because of the engagement of opening up and so on and so forth. But the connection with this to the follow-up and how we can use this to set up and QR codes for access to our district in the next phase of how to communicate our programming to our community members, I think is important. This comes out to about, and it's actually not this size, it's actually this size. This is just to show you what the information would be on it. But the actual size of the document would be something that's similar, that looks like this. This is the actual size. So it's a little bit larger, print's a little bit larger than the smaller thing.
easier to read.
A little bit easier to read. So this comes out to about $1.50 per, if you take a look at the number of parcels that we'll be going through, talking about businesses, residents and stuff, to about $1.50 per parcel, which is a little over $10,000 as far as the mailing costs for this. So, are there any questions related to this? I think this is something that, if we're okay, you'll see this on for our August 11th for approval, so we can get this out. Target date would be able to get this mailing out sometime second week of September to start driving traffic to our website, which I feel we're continuing to work on that to make that more user-friendly as well. Postage would be an addition to that. And it's the printing costs and folding costs of that. Posting would be, the posting would be a little bit more. Okay, good question.
What is the mailer, what's the goal for the mailer? Is it just for communication to?
Yeah, it's for communicating, it's just communication to the community, trying to marketing our brand as Octorara, and, you know, what we can provide to our students. So, you know, right on the front, empowering our youth to dream bigger, with our Octorara School District logo on it. And then, oh, okay, what does that mean? Always student-centered, boom, right there. Learning leads the way. Let's take a look a little bit more. Investing wisely, serving proudly. Community connected from the start, not identified by number. So it prompts you to continue to kind of dig through, because sometimes when you get it on this, you're like, okay.
Yep.
And you just put it down. So it's meant to engage the reader.
And it has a QR code there?
Yes, there'll be a QR code that would drive back to the district website in the different areas. And the intent would be, we're working with the CCIU. They're doing some video, takes some video of our students and our program and their engagement throughout with their teachers. So it would be to drive it to the website and then post those videos in these categories, so you can click, the QR code can go right to that, and then you can click on the video and it's interactive.
Is there a spot on the website to get their email address?
I think
To-
that's what, that's part of, we'll push out for that so that we can get email addresses for people that want to get further communications.
Yeah.
Right.
But we can't.
And that was
we
part
don't-
of-
We only have parent
Yeah.
email addresses.
Yeah.
We don't have the broader community.
The broader community.
Yeah, but
So-
the whole-
So we
just
could
so
grab
can
them.
get their emails
Yes.
to the website, too, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because I forget which outreach it was. I think it was Joellen that brought it up. There was, you know, because everything's so focused on parents, and rightfully so, but the broader,
The broader
let's get the
community.
stuff out, and I think this identifies that, or addresses that.
Right, right. So this entices a broader community to know where to go, because they wouldn't engage with the website without being prompted to it. So that's the intent. All right? Okay, that's everything that I have under old business.
Thank you. Under new business, we had a couple items here which maybe we need to push when we have a fuller board, but I'll just kind of I'll just throw it out there real quick. As far as committees, due to our recent resignations, if you will, on our Finance Committee, we have 2 open positions, with the possibility of if someone wants to jump into the chair for that committee. And as we go through the Finance Committee meetings, you'll, kind of learn more about those and see what we do. When we get in the budget process, it's much more involved. Everybody at this table seems to know what's going on. On the Education Committee, we have 1 open seat. It could be 2. We just can't have 5 on a committee, right? So it can be up to 4. So we can bring that up again when more people are here. But since we have some openings due to resignations, we do have some committee assignments that need filled out. So we'll wait till everybody's here to really put those together. The other thing, again, because of a resignation, our vice president seat is open, which we don't have to have a vice president, from what I understand, but I know there's going to be a couple meetings in September that I'm not going to be able to go to, so somebody else can read all the information. So it's good to have just in an emergency, so that's something we can think about for next month. The committee assignments are assignments, right? But the vice president needs to be a vote, so we kind of need everybody here for that, so. we'll just kind of table that until, do it again in August. Other items or announcements, Dr. Cooper? No?
No, I have nothing.
Visitors' comments in general? All right, moving on. Administrator comments or announcements? Chris?
I'll announce that I'm very excited. Our math supplies came in late Thursday, and I had 3 of my kids came and helped me this morning, and they actually were incredibly helpful. I did a lot of this to help to get them out of the house to help my wife, and but just they came in 4 pallets, all mixed, all grades everywhere, and so having the 3 extra little set of hands, you don't need a graduate degree to see if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and redistribute. And then we were able to. I saw almost all of the 3rd grade teachers today. They were all in their classrooms getting it set up, so I was able to. We all know how teachers are. They like it in a very specific spot, and they were all there basically to tell me and my kids exactly where to put them. So I was very excited to have all the math material come. Yeah, go figure. And then later this afternoon, as that was happening, all of the new science equipment came in for the middle school in biology. So really exciting. I have to figure out where to put that. So. Yes, sir. Donuts in the morning, pizza for lunch, and then Rita's on the way home. So it was worth it, though.
Board comments? Any board comments for the month? No? I'll just take 1 minute. I would like to thank Dr. Cooper. He stepped into this role with a lot going on with realignment, all the facilities. Obviously, we're going through hirings and things like that, so I would like to say thank you for stepping up and really keeping the ship running in the right direction and handling multiple things very well. So thank you.
And I appreciate your confidence in me. Thank you.
So I'll announce the following groups of meetings. Facility and Finance Committee met earlier this evening, Monday, July 21, 2025, 6 p.m. in the middle school, multipurpose room.
Sorry, I forgot that one.
We did have an executive session for legal and personnel, Monday, July 21, 2025, prior to our regular meeting. That was in room 102. Facility Committee meeting will meet Monday, August 11, 2025, 6 p.m. in the middle school multipurpose room. Next regularly scheduled work session, Monday, August 11, 2025, 7 p.m. in the middle school multipurpose room. Policy and Finance Committee meeting, Monday, August 18, 2025, 6 p.m. in the middle school multipurpose room. Next regularly scheduled board meeting, Monday, August 18, 2025, 7 p.m. in the middle school multipurpose room. And Education Committee meeting, Monday, August 25, 2025, 6 p.m. in the middle school hub. And with that, we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.